detected. Sajine, the Thargoids know we're coming. A warning about entering the maelstroms has been offered by Sajine, whose unique cortical implant offers glimpses into the Thargoid hive mind. Aidan Tanner, who is currently working with Aegis, released a personal statement. Sajine approached me in a state of distress shortly after the first tests of the Thargoid pulse
Frameshift drive charging.
neutralizer. She claimed that, as the probes passed through Taranis's energy wave, she perceived a change among the Thargoid voices. Like being woken up by insect bites, was how she described this
4, 3, 2, 1.
sensation. The Thargoids aren't as oblivious to our tests as it sometimes seems, she told me. I pressed her for more details, but there was only one thing she was convinced about. They understand we've found a way to push deeper into the maelstrom. They know we're coming. Now, this might mean nothing at all, and it's not verifiable data, but it prompted Professor Tessera to pass on Sir's concerns to the superpowers. Likewise, I feel a sense of duty to share this with the galactic community. Any pilots who plan to explore the maelstrom cores should not assume that they'll have the element of surprise. Vice Admiral Skylar Anderson, the Empire's military liaison to Aegis, commented, "I have personally reviewed all recent tactical reports, but found no evidence of any changes in the Thargoids' behavior or strategy. We are proceeding with our plans to mass-produce the Thargoid pulse neutralizer and send crewed ships into the maelstroms." Tanner's concern is noted, however, and we urge extreme caution in these early expeditions. Resources needed for Thargoid pulse neutralizer. Pilots Federation alert. Aegis has requested materials in the YZ SETI system to mass-produce a defense for ships entering the maelstroms. Professor Albert Tessero, head of the Tri-Superpower Agency, announced the initiative at a press conference. Final tests have been conducted on the Thargoid pulse neutralizer, which offers ships a brief window of insulation from the energy wave encountered inside a maelstrom. Their primary components are based on unclassified relics, which are created by interfacing Guardian artifacts with Thargoid surface sites. Ramtar and Professor Palin have donated some of their research supplies to this project. Aegis has been assigned a generous budget to purchase large quantities of cobalt, ion distributors and power converters. These will be used to create a manufacturing and distribution base, making the Thargoid pulse neutralizer commercially available on all rescue megaships. Clement Orbital in the YZ SETI system will serve as the delivery point for all shipments. Aegis has been authorized to redeem bounty hunting vouchers for all wanted ships in the vicinity, since transporting such valuable materials is likely to attract pirates. Representatives from the superpowers and the scientific community congratulated Aegis, while military figures emphasized the importance of finding ways to hinder or destroy the maelstroms. Rear Admiral Daniel Parry claimed, "This is the most strategically significant breakthrough to date. It will allow us to modify our military tactics based on what is discovered inside the deadly clouds." Rackham fundraiser secures political backing. Independent presidential candidate Zachary Rackham held a gala ball for some of the Federation's wealthy and influential elite. The Federal Times published a report from political correspondent Sophia Trevino. The extravagant gathering at Fort Rackham, formerly Fort Falkenrath, on Taylor Colony felt more like a party than a fundraiser, but its ambitions were clear. Campaign finance laws forbid Zachary Rackham from using his own wealth to pay for his presidential bid, and so connections are being forged to entice donations and other types of support. Mr. Rackham's campaign manager, and the originator of his Just Like Me slogan, was revealed to be celebrity PR consultant Anya Blackriver. She organized many famous attendees, including media barons Elias Metaxas and Neve McFarlane, the youthful but popular ICE caster Sura Awakon, and flamboyant business magnate Sir Randolph Plaskett of the Knights of Enterprise. The biggest surprise was the announcement that Congressman Harlan Turk, the highly respected representative for the Duanta system, has resigned from the Republican Party to serve as Mr. Rackham's running mate. 4 independent congressmen also declared that they are joining his campaign, giving the entrepreneur some genuine political clout. The newsfeed Sol Today published a related editorial. President Hudson has served with honor and deserves our respect for keeping citizens safe in recent years. But perhaps it's time for some fresh blood at the Federation's heart? Could Zachary Rackham's infallible business instincts be what's needed to boost our economy to new heights of prosperity? Thargoid War Update. April 3309. Jade Sanderlin's latest report on the Thargoid invasion of the core systems has been published on Vox Galactica. Taking the broad view of the conflict does little to lift the spirits. Thargoid fleets now occupy well over 1,000 systems, nearly 200 of which were once populated. Several
Core Dynamics, Charlie, Hotel, Echo, welcome to the station, Commander. Commence with docking procedures. Approval granted. Landfill designated pad
by
number
bombardments and
47.
cooled
You're approved for automated docking sequence.
stick attacks. Colossal numbers have fled their homes as refugees. Some sources estimate that well over 10 billion people have been directly affected by the war, but the misery and hardship it has caused is immeasurable. As sobering as that sounds, the situation would be much worse were it not for enormous efforts by anti-Xeno squadrons and independent ships, which continue to push back against the Thargoid fleets. Every day, thousands of pilots risk their lives in battle, rescuing civilians or delivering supplies. Dozens of systems have been reclaimed from the Thargoids, and there are signs that the alien expansion is gradually slowing against such resistance. For a while it looked as if more traditional warfare between factions was about to bring further devastation, when Federal and Imperial proxies clashed in the Tavgi and Pisht systems.
Landing gear deployed.
But in fact, these skirmishes helped to demonstrate how the Empire and Federation are prioritizing the Thargoid threat above their centuries-long rivalry. Aegis continues to focus its
Landing completed. Ground crew dispatched. Welcome to the station, Commander.
efforts on practical solutions. The recently announced Thargoid Pulse Neutralizer is an attempt to bypass the defensive barrier within the inner region of the Maelstroms. If this succeeds, what might be found lurking at their hearts? Newsfeeds are proposing destroying the Maelstroms entirely to halt the never-ending swarms of Thargoid vessels, but few experts believe this can be achieved with existing military resources. As for Azimuth Biotech, without the genius of salvation they seem unable to contribute meaningfully, despite still claiming to be the leading anti-Xeno specialists. There are rumors that CEO Torben Raidmaker has been in contact with several weapons and industrial manufacturers, presumably with a view to building corporate links. The last 5 months have been one of the most devastating periods of human history. But we are also witnessing resilience and courage on truly heroic levels, and we're not beaten yet. This is Jade Sanderlin for Vox Galactica. Stay safe out there. Positive results from Maelstrom probes. Aegis's prototype Thargoid pulse neutralizers have succeeded in allowing transit through the energy surge at the center of a maelstrom. Professor Albert Tesreau made the official statement. Several remote-controlled probes outfitted with Thargoid pulse neutralizers were launched into the Taranis maelstrom. The colossal electromagnetic pulse generated within the clouds should have repulsed them, but feedback confirms the probes were insulated from its effects. The method used to protect the probes was discovered through research on unclassified relics recovered from Thargoid surface sites. These alien artifacts were vital to the device's development. Initial research conducted by Ram Tar and Professor Palin proved that when receiving a modulated electrical charge, the unclassified relics emitted an energy field on similar frequencies to the Maelstrom's pulse. Unfortunately, broadcasts from the probes were lost shortly afterwards. It hasn't been possible to verify what happened to them at this stage. We will repeat this experiment with other Maelstroms, but we believe that only skilled human pilots will be able to uncover what awaits within. Aidan Tanner, who is supporting Aegis as a freelance tactical specialist, provided a supplemental report. My team has been conducting secondary tests with the new module installed on a manned vessel. I can confirm that when in combat against Thargoid interceptors, it protects against ship system disruption in a similar way to the existing shutdown field neutralizer. But its weight and power draw are both greater, meaning that the new module is best suited to Maelstrom exploration. Aegis has confirmed that it is working on establishing a production schedule for the Thargoid pulse neutralizer and intends to provide an update in the next few days. Convoy tragedy holds superpower conflict. Pilots Federation alert. The Empire and the Federation have resolved the conflict in peace after the accidental loss of anti-Xeno supply ships. Freelance correspondent Carlene Troy reported on events for Vox Galactica. Peach is a key location to redirect front-line resources to systems facing invasion around Maelstrom Ligon. In recent days, these vital deliveries have been severely delayed by the internecine conflict. The disaster struck when an entire convoy carrying anti-Xeno weaponry was destroyed by Imperial-aligned ships, which mistakenly identified them as local Federal resupply vessels. Once news of the incident spread, leaders of Gorlugia Exchange and the Gliese 4-4 Citizens Forum stated that they had received orders to broker an immediate ceasefire. The conflict was heading towards a Gliese 4-4 Citizens Forum victory, so the sudden peace is likely a relief to Gorlugia Exchange. Emperor Arisa Lavany Duval made a personal declaration regarding this.
Need a job? You have a moment? I really...
If I don't have it, it's not worth having. Yeah, if you're up against shielded targets, that Aphelion will slice right through them. Going exploring, huh? Well, the Artemis is the perfect choice of suit. Genetic sampler as standard, and all the air capacity you could want to breathe. Yeah, the Maverick is essential if you're serious about salvage work. You can carry that much more. And the Arc Cutter will slice through almost anything. Is that everything? Anything else I can do for you? Watch your back out there.
I'm really in trouble here. Can you help? Please, say you can help with this. I just don't know where else to turn. Okay, so this is everything I can tell you. I understand. Yes, sorry to bother you.
Are you looking for work? You do this and you'll have made a friend for life. But probably more enemies. Pity. I could have really used your help.
Got a bit of a problem that needs dealing with. If your inf card's on the table, it's not a good situation. The job's still open if you change your mind. For now.
Report then.
Chances are, if you use the product you used an enemy's corporation. So we don't know. And our sorry.
Incoming message.
Docking coupler disengaged. Your way is cleared for departure.
Scan detected. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Request accepted.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking confirmed. Clamp engaged. Hello, Commander. How may we assist you?
No gravity. Magnetic contact active.
lockdown. All services have been suspended. Landing pads retracted. Hangar bays secured. Maintenance task confirmation is acknowledged. All decks are prepared for hyperspace. Attention all carrier crew. Frameshift drive engaged. Attention. Counting down to jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump successful. Telemetry checks in progress. Attention. Carrier lockdown has ended. All services have resumed.
charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, 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 engage. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. Warning, temperature critical. Hull integrity compromised. Warning, shield breach attack. Under attack. Taking damage. Orbital flight engaged.